Good morning. Me and my boy Duke here, he's over with his head out the window, decided we was going to do a little morning hiking trip around Beach Creek Lake. I tried to look that lake up. It's going to be called the Bert B-E-R-T Combs Lake here in Manchester. I've never done a full walk all the way around the entire lake. I've walked maybe half of it. Most of the time we just end up taking a boat or kayak or something. Originally I had a buddy that was going to go with me this morning, but he had a change of plans, so no biggie on that. Figured it'd be a good opportunity to take old Dookie boy out. He loves to get out, run wild. The only problem is he's got a thing about water. He's not afraid of it. He's obsessed with it. So I am expecting him to get a little wet today. That's why I brought me a towel. I got a towel to put in his seat just in case he does get wet or muddy. We're about 5 minutes away from the lake. I'm going ahead and cut this video short. Don't want to see a bunch of boring footage and we're just driving through town. So we'll be back when we get back to the lake and start the video up again. We have just made it to the Bert T. Combs Lake, or locally known as Beach Creek Lake. It's a beautiful morning. Air feels good. It's not too hot as of right now. Lake is good and calm. We're going to hit that. There's Dookie in the background. We're going to hit this left side trail, work our way all the way around the lake, and come back out on top of the dam off the trail on that side. Should take us about, I don't know, I honestly couldn't tell you. Like I said, the most I've ever done walking so far is probably about halfway down this left trail, doing some fishing. And then one time the battery on my trolling motor died going back down that way, about halfway back, and I had to park the boat tied off to a stump, walk the battery all the way back and round off the trail that way. On, buddy. He's got to be first on the. Uh-oh, what's that? Looks like somebody's been swimming up here. Left their towels. I haven't quite figured out how to run both cameras at the same time, so that way we can get a front point of view looking ahead and the other one looking at me. So for now we'll just keep switching back and forth every so often. He's like, why are you taking so long? You got 4 legs, buddy. I've only got 2. Oh, there he comes back and check on me. Oh, looks like there's a tree has fallen since the last time I've been down here. There's a little spot you can walk off and fish at. Be careful not to get hung up in the limbs. He went under. I'm going over. There we go. What do you smell, buddy? Sure is beautiful out here. Very pretty lake when you don't have people leaving their garbage and stuff laying around. That's including the people on boats leaving garbage, just tossing their garbage over in the lake, and people walking the trails, taking their stuff that they use for bait, whether it be worm containers or chicken liver containers, chicken breast packs. A lot of times they just back up and leave the garbage laying wherever they were sitting at. There's but this would be a good place to squirrel hunt that. Coming across this spot, I want to stop and show you something. This trail right here, or yeah, right here, it's kind of steep going down right there. Me and a buddy of mine was here one time. Was going to try to work our way down there and I think try to fish or something. It had rained not too long before that. Me and him both fell and busted our butts going down that and almost rode right into the lake. I don't know if he remembers that or not. I'll have to ask him. Another big fallen tree. That one's been there a while. That briar had me right by the shoulder. I'll go ahead and switch hands with the cameras. A lot of carpenter bees out flying around. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, I forgot to show you all. This is a hiking stick I made myself. I like the way it grooves right here for my hand. Carved my name and the date on it of when I made it back in 2022. It was originally used for my morel hunting stick, mushroom hunting. That's why I dribbled in a little morel mushroom. It's kind of hard to see the stem on it, but got a nice little twist at the bottom. Made a few of these. I sell some sometimes. I don't know where old Dookie got to. He went back that way. He'll be back in a minute. Especially when I whistle. Watch. Well, oh, my lips are dry this morning. Duke! Never goes too far. Look at him, like a missile. Now, here's a good example of the garbage. Pop bottles, rubber gloves, snacks, beer cans. This is the spot that we usually come to when we go fishing. Used to be a good place for bluegill. Somebody's had a fire over there. This is one of the first little cutback channels. Oh man, there's like a whole pile of garbage over there. Of course, you'll find a bunch of beer cans, liquor bottles, whiskey bottles. You know, I don't have nothing against. Look at that. Somebody's come up here and built a fire. Brought a box of beer and just left their toaster cans over the hills. If only there's a way to figure out who does that crap and make them come up here and clean their mess up like they're a little child. Yeah, anyway, I don't have anything against drinking, you know, and having a good time, but pick up after yourself. You know better than that. Well, there's been a lot of trees falling since last time I come to this corner. Whoa, that was nice. Walked right into a big spider web. Watch where you going there, Peyton. Be lucky if it didn't land right in my mouth. Yeah, last time I was here. Oh, that ain't nice. Big old hornet. We'll just move right along and get them. Big old spider landed on me. There's the root of that big tree that came up. Another one right behind it over there. I wasn't like that last time. You got a stick, buddy. Just hit the webs now. Spider webs all over the place and a big old hornet. I was wondering what that rumbling sound was. Like a... Well, shoot. But I cussed on him. Now right into another spider web and about fell down the hill. Let's keep this stick waving in front of me. Anyway, heard the buzzing sound, kind of like a swarm of bees or something. Looked over and see some hornets flying around that fallen log. God. Plenty of moss growing on this side. Another little trail you can walk off to and fish. What are you doing, buddy? Come on, fat boy, he said. I'm coming. One good thing about this, it'll wear him out by the time we get back to the house. Love hiking. Do not love all the spider webs. Yeah, I know. Come all the way up and stopped at my feet looking at me like, buddy, if you don't hurry up, I'm taking you back to the house. Told you you're going to have to give me a minute, son. I ain't walked this much of a trail in a while. It's a nice shirt. What do they do? Just come up here and take their clothes off and decide to go back to the house naked? Well, luckily the sun was shining right. I seen that spider web coming. Oh, I didn't see that one though. That right in front of my face. There you go. Get out of here. Make your nest off to the left or to the right of the trail. Now this little channel here of the lake, I'll try to edit in an overview, a bird's eye view from Google Maps of the lake and give you a better look at this corner. It used to be known as Rattlesnake City because there used to be rattlesnakes. I mean, there probably still is. Rattlesnakes all over this corner back here. Go ahead. Oh, you hear that? Oh, get it, Duke. Get it. Get it, buddy, get it. Daggone squirrel, son, jumped. What in the world? Oh, told you it'd be a good place for squirrels. I know I heard some up that way, but I had one about jump out on top of Duke's head, and he about tore it out of pieces, but it's currently in the lake swimming to get away from him. And there's about movements. Looks like there's about 4 more up in there. He's tripping out, wanting to know where that squirrel went. You gone, buddy? Yeah. No wonder. Let me show you something there. There's why you squirrels all over here. Hickory nuts. Squirrel and other critters love hickory nuts. Look at him. So he's taking off like a missile. Get that squirrel, boy. He's not even a squirrel dog. He's not a anything dog, really. Oh, there's something neat. See if my camera can zoom in that far. Notice these circles under the water. That's a nest, fish nest. Bluegill. That squirrel's gonna stay down the bank away from you. Hey, look at me. Dookie. His tongue was awful red. Not sure if squirrel might have scratched his tongue or if that's blood from the squirrel. There's another, oh, I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah. All the beer cans and the garbage. Another little fire pit. People come back here and camp out a while. I don't know if they camp out all night or if they just, you know, come and stay for a while and drink and try to catch some catfish. I've always heard there's catfish in this lake. I've never personally got. I'll get back to the house and have spider bites or spiders all over me. Anyway, I've always heard there's catfish in here, but I've never personally caught one, never seen anybody catch one. But I did finally, about 3 years ago, I was out on a john boat with a buddy, and we went to this back corner. I stood up to take a pee over the side of the boat. Noticed something in the water, got to looking, and it was a big catfish. Probably weighed a good 10 pounds. Well, it's amazing how this place changes over time. There's a tree with a lot of carvings in it. Let's see, take a gander at that. $9.26, 90 something right here. 926, 9, but I can't. Oh, 94. Oh Lord, that hasn't been there since 94. I was a year old. There's a Masonic symbol. DD 2004. Oh, here's one. Let's see. 1999. There's some more over here, but it looks like that's probably might have been the oldest. You know, as the tree gets older, if you ride on it while it's very young, the older it gets, the more it'll space out. And somebody did a good job with that one. They carved it out in big letters. Never noticed that before. Alright, to continue on. None nuts, he went back to look for that squirrel. Squirrel! Oh, big nice mushroom. Let's take a gander at that. If you know what kind of mushroom that might be. leave me an answer down in the comments and I'll check it out. I'm not very good on identifying mushrooms besides morels in the springtime and false morels. What's that one grows on the side of the tree? Chicken of the woods, hen of the woods, or something like that. I'm decent at looking at those. Figuring those out. Your tongue's cleared up. It must have been the squirrel's blood and not yours. But you should have finished him off. We could have had that as a snack. Oh, God. Sorry about that. I was getting my chickens the other day and trying to get them back up over the hill away from the road, and jumped off a, not really jumped, but went off this ledge on the steep hill. Done something to my ankle. Now when I put the right pressure on the right spot, it just makes that whole ankle kind of go weak. Another mushroom. I'm pretty sure there is some fall mushrooms you can eat, but I'm not looking for them in the fall. Oh, there's another one. This one's right on the side of the trail. We'll put the camera around and get a better look at that one. Pretty neat looking. I'm gonna flip the camera around a minute and let you see this wild boy just running around having the best time of his life. If he stays in camera frame long enough. Look at him. Gotta go ahead and make sure everything's all right. But this would be a good place to squirrel too. There's a lot of acorns laying around. Must be some pretty good size oak trees. I'm coming. I bet you what he's hearing is squirrels up there cutting in the trees. Because if you kind of stand still a minute, you all probably can't hear it on video because I don't have a high-powered mic to pick up sounds that far away. But kind of sounds like raindrops falling. The squirrel sitting, they'll take a nut sometimes in highest point on the tree, start chewing on it, and you can hear the crumbs of the shell falling. Here's a good, another good little decent place where you can pull up and fish. Last time we come by this area, I was on my pontoon going across. Somebody had brought a grill. I hate to have been the guy to carry the grill all the way back there. Oh, what's this? There he goes. Ah, well. Get out of here now. Why are you stuck with me? Somebody left fishing bait. Oh, white colored hut. It's been laying there a minute. I went to pull the weeds off of it and the skirt come off, but this part's still good, so I'm gonna add that. Put that in my backpack. Add that to my tackle box. Go ahead and set the tripod up for a minute. Let me. add this to my backpack. Better put it. Let's see. We'll stick it right down in there. There we go. Where you going, buddy? Back out in the water? Alright, so that's one bonus for today. Let's take a quick look around, see if we might find any more good baits to use. Good baits. He said there's good water right here. You want to go swim? He's a nut. Told you he's addicted to water. All right, let's continue on. It's a nice little twist. Too short for a walking stick though. He gone. Propane tank, beer bottles. Making pretty good time. It's only been, I think, about 25 minutes since we started this trail, and we're already probably another 5 minutes away from being to the first back portion of the lake. I've never walked the trail on that side of the lake, so everything I see for the first time, you're going to be seeing with me for my first time. Pretty trail though. I bet this would be fun to take a bike down, mountain bike. So far there's not really been, well, there's one little tight place on the trail that if you went off the trail or fell over to your right, you'd definitely be going over and probably into the lake. Big man's noticing something up there. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it just in case something good happens. Don't want you all to miss it by looking at my ugly mug. Bet this would be I just looked over and noticed a tarp hanging in the trees over here. So, don't know what kind of people are in these woods. I'm gonna go ahead and get the 2A protection plan out, just in case. Get the backpack zip back up. Might not be anybody over there. This being the county it is, and I know some of y'all know what I'm talking about. But there's an old horse horse thing there. I know they've had some old horse trails and four-wheeler trails around here, but I wasn't sure about any of them coming back this far. Oh, it's that grill I was seeing earlier in the summer. Okay. Yeah. Just a little spot where people come to camp, I'd say. I hate to be the guy to carry all them bricks back here. There's the tarp I noticed off the trail. It's a decent little tarp. My intrusive thoughts say to cut it down, take it home. That's a good tarp. But I don't want to be that guy to steal, you know. Okay, I picked up the garbage though. Personally, I don't think anything good comes from stealing stuff. I feel like, you know, some of y'all may laugh at me for that. Probably because you stole stuff and got away with it. But in my experience, yes, I have taken things like that, you know, and then it comes back around, and either the thing that I took either got taken from me, or just, you know, something, it tears up, something happens to it. So now, for the longest time, I say to myself, you know, if I'm gonna get something, I'm gonna have to earn it. If I earn it, it'll continue to be mine, unless just by some accident or something. Not an accident, but some thief comes by and gets it, like they did my mental basket. Would be a pretty neat place to camp. Starting to itch a little bit. Probably from all them spider webs keep walking through. Alright, we're starting to get into new territory for me on land. The land part anyway. I have been to this back corner of the lake many a times in boats, but not walking the trail. I should have started my tracking app, so that way I could have added a picture of it in somewhere along this video and showed y'all the route I took going around this lake.